Welcome. In front of me is a OPPO A16, and today I will show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this phone. So I'm going to begin with a simple one like dark mode, which can be found under settings and more precisely display and brightness. And here you can switch it either manually by selecting one or the other, or you can go into the auto switch, which will automatically switch it based on the time of day, giving you what I would call best of both worlds. So it can be light mode during the day and the dark mode during the night, which is what I would consider the best scenario here. And we have also dark mode settings in here. We can find, I guess, a couple of additional styles. We have dark mode for third-party apps, so this will force them into it. Reduce contrast and low light conditions, and a couple of additional toggles. So you can switch them on or off depending on what you want. Now moving on to the next option, it's going to be personalization section. So I'm gonna go back to light mode just because I prefer that. So in here under settings we have personalization, and we do have a couple options in here. So obviously we have the theme, we have wallpaper, and then we have icon styles, app layout, colors, fonts and display size, and notifications. So you can customize a lot of the phone basically design here. As an example, we can change the colors of these kind of toggles right here. So you can choose which one you want. There we go. We have also like pre-made a couple different ones, as you can see. So yeah, select which one you want and simply tap on apply, and as you can see, this will automatically change them. Obviously you have a couple additional toggles. For instance, you can change how these toggles even look like. You can change the app layout, so how many apps are in row and columns. You have style for icons on the homepage and app drawer, and so on. So you can obviously customize a lot of the things here. So anyway, moving on to the next option, this is one that's going to be quite simple. It's a split screen. So when you go to recent, you can tap on these two dots and you have split screen option. This will divide the screen into two and allow you to use two different apps at the same time. Now, if you aren't using YouTube Vents already, then you probably are aware that you can't really do much with the limited YouTube that is being gimped for no actual reason apart from give us your money. So if you want to, for instance, listen to music and do something else on your phone, what you need to do then is split screen it. So then you can use, like I said, two different apps. So if I open up YouTube first, split screen, and then I can use Chrome along with it. So I can use two different apps right now. Obviously, if you use different app, third-party app, this is completely resolved by just letting you do what you would expect YouTube to be able to do without paying the money. So yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next one is going to be the gestures. Now, I've been using buttons for this video right now, but we can change the navigation of the entire phone to be gestures, and you can do that by going into settings, convenience tools, navigation, and right here we have swipe gestures from both sides. This gives you a quick little guide on how to use those, so you can swipe from either side to go back, we can swipe up to go home, and swipe up and hold to go to recent. That's basically the quick version of it. And moving on to the last option which I wanted to show you is the sidebar. Now, I believe by default it is enabled, though I have it disabled right now. You can find it again under convenience tools, which is smart sidebar right here. And once you enable it, it adds, there we go, this thing right here, and you can simply just kind of like pull it out. There we go. Or do you tap on it? Hello? There we go. So as you can see, once you pull it out, it gives you a couple options right here. That sounded a little bit wrong, but okay. So this is just a default one. We have things like screenshots, screen recording, and so on, but you can also add applications right here. We have 2 added. We have File Manager and Calculator, but once it actually loads them, as you can see, you can add any kind of app you want, which is accessible at any point, so you can just simply select, like, click Done. You can tap on it, and as you can see, it opens up an app in a pop-up view. You can drag this around, and you can obviously interact with this, which I just closed it, so that kind of defeats the purpose. Yes, I already know how to use this. I literally just did it. So there we go, calculator. There we go, finally. So as you can see, there is our calculator. We can expand it if we want to, and obviously it is fully interactable. And the thing behind it is, again, also interactable. Anyway, moving on to the... Actually, no, not moving on to anything else. This was the last thing. So anyway, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.